Dum, 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 dum.
That cat is high. Look at that, look at his eye. Oh man, he's high. Yes, he's higher than a kite. That cat is high. Look at that, look at his eye. Man, I wouldn't lie. The cat's higher than a kite. When you see him stumbling up and down the street, you know that cat's been drinking, got no shoes upon his feet. Man, he's high. I said that cat is high. Yes, he's high. Man, he's higher than a kite.
That cat is high, whoa, look at that look in his eye. Whoa, me, whoa, my, that cat is higher than a kite. Boy, oh boy, he's high. Look at that look in his eye. Man, I wouldn't lie to you, the cat's higher than the sky.
Pop that bottle loot, ski to bottle loot, flyaways a bottle loot, hands off flyaway. Suzanne, 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 don't demand the root tonight and no dancing. Bottle of tones with a bottle of holes. When you see him stumbling up and down the street, you know that cat's been drinking, got no shoes upon his feet. Man, he's high. I said that cat is high. Yes, he's high. Man, he's higher than a kite. He's high. That cat is high. So high. That cat is high. Man, he's high. He's high. He's high. So high. That cat is high.
I want a home cooking mama on the frying pan.
You know that cat is high.
Thank you all for being here. It's just a thrill to have you here tonight. And it's also a thrill that for us that this is our 75th anniversary reunion. We had a gala dinner last night with a lot of singing. We sang for the alumni sang for us. We all sang together. It was just what you would want. So it's been a great weekend so far. And what a thrill it is to have Gordie Johnson with us. Did we tell you that he was in the group in 1950 when we started? And one of their very first performances was his wedding to Frances in 1951. And did I tell you that he's almost 100, like in a couple months? It's just mind-blowing that he's here to be with us on our 75th birthday. So that song you just heard has the kind of surprising title of That Cat is High. And it was originally sung by a group called the Ink Spots back in the 30s. It was redone by Manhattan Transfer in the early 70s, and that sort of led to an awful lot of college groups picking it up, including the Society of Orpheus and Bacchus at Yale, which was one of the groups that another founder, Bill Koplowitz, had been in when he was back in college. That particular arrangement came from the Tiger Tones, and this next one is also from the Tiger Tones, which is a Princeton group, and it was a group that our longtime music director, Bill Klein, was in. Wave to everybody, Bill. Now, We don't know who arranged the song because the sheet music that we have just says that it was arranged by Winks. And Bill tells us that the Tiger Tones would always give members nicknames. And so sometimes they just used the nicknames and they didn't put their full name down. And we were tickled to find out that the nickname for Bill Klein was Wild Willie. This song is about something of a wild adolescence. You know it. You know the song. It's from Van Morrison. We don't think it's written about Wild Willie over here, but this is Brown Eyed Girl.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, ho ho, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning, ho ho. Our hearts are thumping you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened to Tuesdays and some slow? Gone down to the old mine with the transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hide behind a rainbow wall, slipping and a sliding all along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha la 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 dee da, sha la 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 dee da, la dee da, do 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 ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do do bang ba do do ba do do bang ba do do. So I'd find my way now that I'm on my own. Saw you just the other day. My, you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm just overcome thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha la 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 dee da, sha la 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 dee da, sha la 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 dee da, sha la 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 dee da, la dee da.
So what you may or may not have heard is that the group was founded in 1950 by singers from Yale and Princeton, mostly. There was a quartet of Princeton guys and a quartet of Yale guys and a few others, and eventually they tapped Gordy, even though he was from Stanford. And the first two songs you heard are from the Princeton Tiger Tones. Well, the next three songs you're going to hear all have Yale affiliations. This one is arranged by for the Duke's Men of Yale, which is the group that I and Peter and Dorian, raise your hands, were in when we were in college. And it's from a group called the Fleet Foxes. It's the title song of their 2011 LP, which got to number 4 on the Billboard album chart. They are described as a progressive folk group. As far as I can tell, that means they're songs about regular people but using innovative harmonies and rhythms. And this song does that really, really well. Thematically, this is a song about community as a moral imperative over seeking individual stardom. Co-director Brian Glosh has the solo, supported by Paul Seligman and Bill Klein.
If I had an orchard, I'd work till I'm raw. If I had an orchard, I'd work till I'm sore. I was raised up believing I was somehow unique, like a snowflake, distinct among snowflakes, unique in each way you can see. And now after some thinking, I think I'd rather be a functioning cog in some great machinery, serving something beyond me. But I don't know what that will be. I'll get back to you someday, soon you will see. What's my name? What's my station? Oh, just tell me what I should do. I don't need to be kind to the armies of night that would do such injustice to you. Or bow down and be grateful and say, sure, take all that you see. To the men who live only in dimly lit halls and determine my future for me. But I don't know who to believe. I'll get back to you someday, soon you will see. If I know only one thing, it's that everything that I see of the world outside is so inconceivable. Often I barely can breathe. Yeah, I'm tongue-tied and dizzy, and I can't keep it to myself. What good is it to sing Helplessness Blues? Why should I wait for anyone else? And I know you will keep me on the shelf. I'll come back to you someday, soon. Myself. If I had an orchard, if I had an orchard, I'd work till I'm sore. I'd work till I'm sore. If I had an orchard, I'd work till I'm sore. And you would wait tables and soon run the store. Gold hair in the sunlight. Gold hair in the sunlight. Someday I'll be like the man on the screen.
When I was a junior at Yale, the Glee Club celebrated its 125th anniversary, and they did this with a huge reunion concert on campus. And to advertise this, they plastered posters all over the campus. And those posters featured a very large hippopotamus and a slightly smaller bulldog, advertising this event, encouraging people to come. This poster was written and illustrated by one Sandra Boynton. A little recognition in the audience. So Sandra Boynton was a pioneer. She was a pioneer in the independent greeting card movement of the 70s. She's credited with over 4,000 greeting cards featuring crocodiles and hippopotami and elephants and birds and sheep and all of the sorts. She's also a well-renowned author of over 80 books, many of them children's books, some for adults as well. She's also a composer. She wrote songs to fill 8 albums, some of which have received Grammy nominations. But her pioneering days go back to her time at Yale. She joined Yale as the second class of women entering upon coeducation of Yale in the early 70s. Happened to be a classmate of our own Paul right here. And as part of that, she was also an early member of the Yale Glee Club as it transitioned from being a male TTB choir to an SATB mixed group that you know and love today. When she described her time in the Yale Glee Club, she talked about herself as being an enthusiastic but unremarkable alto. Now that said, her time in the Glee Club stayed with her. She continues to illustrate for Glee Club events 40 years later, and she also has several of her classmates who are featured on several of her albums. We're going to sing one of her songs for you tonight. Arranged by our own Brian Galosh, we are going to have a solo by a similarly enthusiastic baritone, Fred Young, maybe a little too enthusiastic in some ways. Please don't encourage him too much. We hope you enjoy Fred as he is singing in the shower.
I honestly don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. Singing in the shower, singing in the shower, singing in the shower. I'm singing in the shower again. Every morning when I wake up, well, my voice is all wrong. You can hardly even hear me sing my songs. But I step into the shower, it's a whole new sound. Soon as the water's coming down. Singing, singing in the shower. Singing, singing in the shower. Singing in the shower. I'm singing in the shower again. Well, the shiny silver sprayer is a perfect microphone. You can really be terrific with a band of my own. I hear those backup singers, this is my imagination. Just listen to that great reverberation. Reverberation singing. Oh, the mirror's getting foggy. And the drums are getting soggy. I'm happiest when I'm singing in the shower again. I like the rhythm of the time and the rhythm like rain. When the new day comes, I've just got to entertain. I bring so much emotion to every single refrain. It's a shame to see this talent going right down the drain. Well, one day I may be singing, yeah, at Carnegie Hall. You can bet that I'll be bringing my own shower stall. We're wearing waterproof tuxedos,
Baby purple satin speedos.
or I'm not singing there at all.
Singing,
And in the big finale, I'm
singing,
I said, I'm singing. I'm singing in the shower again. Oh, I'm just a cool singing guy, but I get cold by and by, and I just want to be dry. Singing in the shower, singing in the shower, singing in the shower, singing in the shower, singing in the shower.
Thank you. This is our last song. We'd like to thank all of you for coming tonight and for supporting all the organizations that we support with this concert. We have some great groups coming up. This next song, like many others, was arranged by a Yale singer. He was also of the Society of Orpheus and Bacchus, colloquial known as the SOBs. His name was David Bass. And this version of John Henry, A Steel Driving Man, is one you may recognize. This is an American folk hero who Johnny Cash has sung about. This song has been around since the late 1800s, talking about an incarcerated African-American man who was working on the railroad. I believe it was the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad in West Virginia. And there are themes here that are still present with us today of man versus machine, of labor and capital and exploitation of the underprivileged. So here is John Henry.
When John Henry was a little baby, he was sitting on his daddy's knee. And then he picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel, and he said, "Hammer be the death of me, Lord, Lord, oh, hammer be the death of me."
Oh, John Henry, he could hammer, he could whistle, he could sing, and all the people that would come out early in the morning just to hear Tom Henry's hammer ring, Lord, Lord, to just hear John Henry's hammer ring.
One day the captain said to John Henry, I'm gonna bring this steel down. I'm gonna drive that steel right into the ground. I'm gonna walk that steel on down, Lord. I'm gonna walk that steel on down.
But John Henry said to the captain, well, a man ain't nothing but a man. But before I left, still pretending I'll die with my hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord. I'll die with my hammer in my hand.
Now the man who invented the steam drill, well, he thought he was mighty, he was mighty fine.
But for every 15 John Henry
Hammered in the steam drill, only drove in 9, Lord, Lord. The steam drill only drove in 9. John Henry trailed into the mountain, and his hammer was striking fire. He drove so hard.
he broke his poor heart. And then he laid
laid down his hammer and he died, good Lord. He laid down his hammer and he died.
Well, they took John Henry to the graveyard and they buried him in the sand. Now every locomotive goes roaring by, says, "There lies a steel driving